Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Flashpoint #1. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, Flashpoint #1 is my first individual issue review for DC Comics. Think of it as a test run of sorts, because come this September and August, DC is going to be relaunching their brand, their universe, with 52 new titles. They really like that number, don't they? And I will make the transition from trade paperbacks and hardcovers to the individual issues. And I'm going to be reviewing those individual issues as my reviews. I won't be doing a poll list of the week kind of review where I review all of them real quickly. I'm going to take the time to actually review the whole issue itself. Now, worry not. For the people out there that do like the trade paperbacks and are going to stick with the trade paperbacks no matter what I will be doing is after I review each individual issue in the story arc, I'm going to review that story arc as a whole. And hopefully that will still help you out on whether or not you want to pick it up in the hardcover or trade paperback form. What I will ask of you guys is this. Please give me as much feedback as you can. Criticism or any comments, because right now I'm making a big transition over from trades and hardcovers to one single issue. I've done it before with Buffy and Angel, but that's a completely different creature from anything that's given in DC Comics. So, I don't know how well I'm going to do. I don't know how well informative I'm going to do, or just in general, I don't know if I'm going to screw this up. That's why I'm saying this is a test run. So, please, feedback, criticism, comments, anything that can help me out become a better reviewer to help out you guys would be much appreciated. So with that said, let's jump into Flashpoint #1. Flashpoint #1 starts off with Barry Allen waking up from a nice little daydream he's having, recalling some of the major events in his life. Getting married, his mother, the Justice League, becoming the Flash, having his Flash family, so on and so forth. Upon waking up, he realizes that the world isn't quite the way he left it. Well, first thing is his mother is alive. Yes, Barry Allen's mother's been dead, so this is quite a shocker to him. In addition to that, he's not the Flash. He doesn't have his powers. He doesn't have his ring to make the little costume pop out. He's not the Flash at all. There's no Justice League, and in addition to that, many of the members are missing, like Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, or Superman. And some of the members aren't even what they used to be. Aquaman is now a tyrant in taking over Europe, and, well, Wonder Woman is doing the same, creating a new Themyscira, and the two are butting heads at each other. And Batman? Well, Batman's still in Gotham. The issue then pans to Batman chasing an individual known as Yo-Yo, while Batman is looking for the Joker. Apparently, Yo-Yo has some information on the Joker of this universe, this alternate reality. Batman then chases her off a building to her certain death if it wasn't for Cyborg, who catches her. Cyborg then starts talking to Batman and tells him that he's trying to recruit Batman to create this superhero team, and a bunch of superheroes show up. What I do like about this superhero team is this nice little throwback to some Silver Age characters, like the Outsider, Alfred and such, or, Enchantress is kind of a takeoff, the silly witch costume that Zatanna wore, and so on and so forth. But these superheroes show up, and they basically are trying to talk amongst each other about making a superhero team to take down Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Batman, however, doesn't want any of that. They're too uncoordinated, they're going to kill each other, and really, honestly, he doesn't care. It doesn't seem like the Batman we all know and love. Well, it's because it's not. Again, this is an alternate reality. Cyborg sighs too, because everyone else just kind of leaves. If Batman's not in on the deal, then, well, they don't want to be part of the team. To be quite honest, I wouldn't want to be part of a team either if Batman's not on it. Anyways, we cut to Barry Allen going to Bruce Wayne's mansion, to the Wayne Manor, to look for his friend because, well, Batman's the only superhero that he knows of that's actually active right now. Maybe Bruce can help him out. Upon going to Wayne Manor, he sees a place in absolute complete shambles and a mess. It looks like Deanna Troi flew the Enterprise D saucer section into it. It is that bad. He goes down to the Batcave and he's still looking for Bruce, and eventually Batman shows up. The issue ends there with a little twist, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows by now because you already read this issue that's been out for quite some time. But I'm not going to spoil it for you because, well, It's a pretty good twist. Let's go into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should pick it up. Good. Well, this is fast-paced. It goes right into the story itself. We don't have any exhibition early on with Flash chasing an enemy and suddenly his world changed or anything like that. He wakes up from a dream, and within 1 or 2 pages, we're in this new universe. In addition to that, I like the fact that they don't overflow us with too much information about this universe right away. We get bits and pieces to see how it is, like Wonder Woman and Aquaman butting heads with each other in a war in Europe, or Batman being an extremist vigilante, Flash having no powers, Cyborg being the only one that really has his head on tight, no Superman, no Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, or Kyle, or Guy, or John Stewart. Actually, Abin Sur is the Green Lantern of this Earth still. And, of course, no Justice League. It's little bits of information that Jeff Johns adds in that gives us an idea of what the world looks like without actually overflowing us with information. I like the portrayal of some of the characters in this, more or less because of the Cyborg and Batman. Batman is, of course, being an extreme vigilante, and I mean extreme, and it's kind of refreshing seeing that this is an alternate reality. In addition to that, the Cyborg being portrayed here is just Cyborg being cool and badass. He's kind of like the only character that really has his head on straight, down to earth, level-headed, and actually wants to do good. Everyone else either doesn't exist or has turned evil. And lastly, the twist at the end is kind of nice and kind of refreshing, and it's something that, honestly, I didn't see coming until it was actually spoiled by my friend, but hey, it happens. Bad. There's a lot of dialogue in this and towards the middle. Actually, most of it is dialogue. There's very little action. The only action is Batman chasing that girl and throwing her off the building. That's it. Lots of dialogue. And where dialogue isn't necessarily a bad thing, and I know we're laying the groundwork right here for the event, this is the first issue. You need to do something to grab the readers. And although the spoiler, the twist at the end can do that, I felt as though there should have been a little bit more of a fast-paced action scene to at least entice those people that like action. Maybe Batman getting into a dynamic fight with this yo-yo person. Whatever. Just should have been a little bit more action. Or maybe Batman versus Cyborg. Or seeing Aquaman and Wonder Woman kind of duke it out a little. I know they're going to have their own mini where they duke it out. But still, the fact of the matter remains, it would have been nice if there was a little bit more action and a little less dialogue. Because there's a lot to observe with the dialogue. Besides that, though, on the whole, the issue was pretty good. It wasn't the best issue that I've read for the start of a new event. It does lay down the groundwork well. The issue itself is used more as a stepping stone for the next Flashpoint issue, issue number 2, which I do have and I am going to read and review, along with the rest of the Flashpoint series. But besides laying down the groundwork and having pretty decent dialogue and a few good characters, it is lacking that little pizzazz that it needs. A little action, a little bit more movement, and maybe a little bit more characters in there that we're actually going to care about. Because, let's be honest, the little team that Cyborg is creating, we probably won't see again. I'm not saying it's not possible, but they seem like such minor characters that they're really only there for the first issue. The only characters that we really connect with at all in here is Barry, Batman, and Cyborg. Another thing that's bothering me is exactly how Barry is is reacting to this alternate universe. Like, his mother just shows up and he goes into a quaint little conversation with her. It's not like he's like, wait, you're alive? Something is wrong. I gotta go out and do something. He sits there, he hugs her, he talks to her for a while, they shoot the shit. He asks about the Justice League a little bit here and there. He tells her outright that he's the Flash. You know, if your mother, who's been dead, suddenly appeared to you, would you tell her your secret identity? What if that was a supervillain in disguise? Come on, Jeff. Come on. I know Barry would be emotional, but Barry isn't stupid. Barry's going to at least be skeptic on why his dead mother has come back to life. Anyways, like I said, the issue itself is good. It doesn't fall into the range of very good. Just good. Lays down the groundwork nicely, and I do recommend picking it up because I do see Flashpoint actually being fun from this point onwards. Whether or not that's the case, we're going to see when I review issue number 2. So with that said, I'm going to end this review here. Please, any comments, feedback, and criticisms will help. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.